Hi guys! I've been wanting to do this story time for so long. This is my first story time that I want to do. I have 1,000,001 stories. 1,000,001. Whoever knows me knows that I have been through so much crap. Just so much. Like, everyone's always like, Moya, these things always happen to you. Oh my gosh, remember when the guy chased me across the street? Talking to my... This guy chased... Anyways, that's another story time. Today, I'm gonna tell you guys how I failed my G2. Yes. I still don't have my G2, okay? Don't judge me. Yes, I'm getting old, but not everybody has their license. Including me, I failed. Moment of silence. So yeah, here's the story of what happened. I did driving school. I was, what, 17 when I did driving school. And when it was time for me to do my test, they went on strike. I was so upset. Like, why did they have to go on strike when it was time for me to go to driving school? Pissed me off. So then it's like, you know, when you're out of school for a long time and then you kind of forget everything, you're in summer mode. So me, I just said, yo, forget it. I'll just take my G2 whenever it comes, whatever. My G1 expired, and then can you believe the day I realized it expired? The day before it expired was the day I realized that it was expiring. Mind you, I lived near the driving center, so I called them. I'm like, oh my gosh, do you have any room for me to do my G2 like tomorrow, because my G1 my G1 expires today. They're like, oh my gosh, if you get here at 4:30, we can give you an extended G1 for you to take your test. This is me now. I had to run my ass all the way to the driving center because it was 4 o'clock and I had half an hour to go to get my extended G1 thing. So they're like, okay, we're gonna book you in for tomorrow, pay the fee, la 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 la, your test is for tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. So I'm like, okay, great. So then I'm practicing the whole evening, practicing. Nothing was wrong with my driving. I know nothing was wrong with my driving. I am a perfect driver, thank you very much. But anyways, next day I'm excited, nervous. I'm like, I better get my G2 because everybody I know has their G2 except for me. It's not fair, la la la, but it's my fault, and da da da. And I paid so much money for driving school and to wake up every Sunday morning early for driving school. Like, why? I hate driving school. You guys need to up your game and get rid of those old ass videos. Like, why are they so old? Like back in 1960 type videos with the video whatever, VHS, what is it, VHS? Yes. Like, get rid of those. Get some driving DVDs. Like, get up to date. Anyways, ran my ass to the driving center. I'm like, Mom, I have my test tomorrow. Oh my gosh, wish me luck. Ha ha ha. My boyfriend drives me to the driving center. No, I drove. What am I saying? He came with me and I'm like, oh my gosh, wish me luck. I'm gonna get my G2. Woohoo. Then I could get my car. Woohoo. Now, he comes out the car and I'm like, oh gosh, it's like test time. Like, I was so nervous. I'm looking around to see, oh, is that my driving test person? Oh, is that my driving test person? I'm there looking around. I see this guy. I'm like, I wonder if it's him. Oh, he looks nice. Oh, I wonder if it's him. He looks nice. Nope, not one of the nice ones. This ugly lady. Yes, you're ugly. And I won't skip to the thing. This ugly lady who smelled like alcohol came to the car. Knocks on the window. Give me your driving license, your driver's license. So I'm looking at her like, okay. Gave her my driver's license. She's like, honk the horn. Honk the horn. Put on your left indicator. Put it on. Put on your right indicator. Put it on. Okay. She looks at my driver's license and goes, why do you have so many names? Why do you have 2 last names? And you have what's your first name? So I'm telling her what my first name is. Like, why are you being so rude? Don't make fun of my names. Like, I don't want you to do my driving, whatever. But I had no choice because there was no other available times and my G1 practically expired and I only had that extended thingy for a day. Anyways, she gets in the car with her smelly self because she smelled like alcohol. And she goes, drive out the driving center. So I'm like, okay. from she got in the car, I just knew it was not going well. Since I saw her walking up to the car, I just knew it was not gonna go well. So she walks, I mean, what am I saying? We drive out of the driving center. I'm driving perfectly fine. I get on the main road. She tells me to take a left. Yes, this was years ago and I remember it clearly. She tells me to go in my left lane. Then she tells me to turn off of the intersection onto some back roads, blah, blah, blah. On the back roads now. She's like, okay, I want you to do your parallel park. Okay, cool. Do my parallel park. And then I realized she wanted me to parallel park in front of a driveway. So when you get in the car, they're like, make sure that you obey all of our directions, yada, yada, yada. So I'm like, okay. She finds a car, tells me to park in front of a driveway. So I'm like, in my head, I'm like, is this a trick question? Am I supposed to say, but it's a driveway. That's illegal. No. So then I said to her, oh, in front of the driveway is, she's like, yes, listen to what I said. Drive parallel park behind this car. So I'm like, okay, yes, ma'am. Parallel parking in front of the car, behind the car. She goes, stop the car! Stop the car! So I'm like, I'm like, why are you screaming? Why are you screaming? So I press on the brake and I'm like, what is your problem? Like, why are you frightening me? Why are you screaming for me to stop the car? Like, what is the issue? So I'm just looking at her like, why are you screaming? Stop the car! You almost hit the car in front of you. You almost hit the car in front of you. Oh my gosh, we're gonna get in a car accident during your driving test. This is just horrible. I'm giving you one more chance. If you make a mistake again, then that's it. So this time I'm getting upset like, first of all, you don't only get one mistake chance or whatever. Why are you screaming, first of all? Like, I was so annoyed. Anyways, I parallel parked behind the car. Can you believe what this lady told me? Moment of silence for a second because I'm getting pissed off just thinking of this. And I wish her and her smelly self was still there. I would go over there and pay her a visit. After the lady told me not to parallel park behind the car because I said there's a driveway. Why am I parallel parking behind a driveway? She says to me, oh, you failed parallel park because you parked in a driveway. I was so cheesed. I'm like, but that's when I started to argue with her. At that time, I was like, there's no way that I don't care if I don't get my G2 right now. This lady's just bright. Because after I told her that I'm parking in a driveway of a building, like that doesn't make any sense. And she was saying, just obey whatever. And then she goes, you failed because you parked in front of the driveway. That's what I said in the first place. So why didn't you say that in the first place? Like, are you stupid or are you stupid? Yes, you are stupid because listen what happened to the lady. Anyways, she goes, you know what? Just drive. After she made me circle the block about 4 times, 4 stop signs. Doo-loop, 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 doo-loop. So I'm wondering, why am I driving around this one block 4 times? Like, what is wrong with this dumb lady? Have to take up this tail comb because I'm getting angry. Then she goes, you know what? Drive back to the driving center. Just drive back to driving center. That's when I knew I failed. Drove back to the driving center. She looks at me and she goes, oh, doesn't that suck? So I drive back to the driving center and she looks at my G1 and she goes, oh, doesn't that suck? Your G1 expires. Ah ha ha ha. Better luck next time. You could just come back tomorrow and take your G1 all over again. Ha 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 ha. So I'm like, just get out the car. I already failed. Just get out the car. Like, you're pissing me off. Just get out the car. My boyfriend standing there, he's like... When he did that, I got even more mad. Like, no, I didn't pass. And then I just went like this, and I just started to cry. I was so cheesed. Poor baby. I was mad. I wasn't even mad that I failed. I was mad at the situation with the stupid lady. Like, she's dumb. Why tell me? Anyways, 10 years later, okay, not really 10 years, but that's what it feels like, I decide to get my G2. So, the guy who I got in contact with, he was like, you're a perfectly good driver. What's the problem? Like, when did you go for your G2? La 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 la. Then he said he knows everybody at this driving center. So who exactly was it that failed me? I described the stinky lady, and he said, yup, I knew it had to be her because she's racist. My driving instructor was racist.
Wow.
And that's why I failed. I'm so upset if I was to ever see that lady again. And you know, the joke is, when I went back to do my G1, she was there screaming at people. I'm like, look at that dirty stinking lady. She stink. She rank. Anyways. So years later, come to find out that she's racist, and she would fail everybody that was not her color or not her whatever, not her race. She just automatic fail. That's why she was making fun of my names in the first place, since before she even got in the car. See, I'm getting angry again. Upset me. But guess what? She got fired. So in your face, stupid stinky lady. In your face. In your face. Anyways, that is how I failed my G2. And I was so scared to do it over again. But guess what? I'm going to get my G2 and I'm going to drive. And you're going to see me driving with the windows down and the loud music blasting. Yep, you are. And every time someone asks me why I'm blasting the music like that, I'm going to say I'm celebrating because I got my G2. So yeah, that is how I failed my G2. So yeah. Since 1,000,001 stories, I have 1,000,001 stories for you guys. So tell me what you want to hear, and I'll see if I have a story similar to that. Or post your stories down in the description box below. Have you guys ever encountered something like this where, or all y'all, don't front, because I know some of y'all failed. Let me know if you failed too. Anyways, you guys, ta-ta. What happened? I did driving school. Oh, I'm getting distracted. Then she's like, the lighting, whatever.